Significant college hoops action, but there's a lot more going on, including LeBron James, a point away from eclipsing 50,000 combined regular and postseason points. So it's just a matter of when is it going to happen as they're hosting the Pelicans. LeBron, and that'll do it.
LeBron James.
First player in NBA history to get to that number. Lakers leading. Then it's Luka. Step back, patented. Then he does that little bounce on one foot. 17 in the first quarter. That's his highest point total in a quarter this season. But he's not done. Doncic, LeBron, Lakers up 8. Doncic, he's going to step back. Cookies. Those are the only 3 he had in the second. 10-point lead for the Lakers at the break. Leading by 13. Woo! Let's run. In transition, that's connect to LeBron. 40 years old, still plenty of bounce. Doncic will split the defenders. Up top, Jared Vanderbilt hangs in the air and drops that one home. 15 dimes for Doncic. Give me Zion. Oh, my word. He had 37. Sometimes you jump and you get got. That's all right. LeBron, fade away. 34, 8, and 6. Doncic had 30 and 15. And this perspective on 50,000 plus points.
And it's amazing. Watching him do this stuff at this age, it's just unbelievable. Like 50K points, I can't even explain how insane that is. And he might get to 70K, you never know.
LeBron and Luka each eclipsed 35 and 5 in this game. Second pair of Lakers teammates to hang those numbers in the same game. The other, LeBron and current Maverick. Some thoughts on them, by the way, on the one big thing later, Anthony Davis. First duo in Lakers history with 30 points and 5 3-pointers in the same game. Speaking of 3-pointers.
For a 7th straight win. James, the NBA's all-time leader in points in the regular season and postseason. Now the first player to reach 50,000 career points, including the playoffs. Only players with even 40,000 points are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone.
Yeah.
So, Danny, even with the addition of Luka Doncic, it's still LeBron James leading the way for the Lakers night in and night out. When you see a number like that for your career, what do you make of that?
I don't think we'll see it ever again. Time and time again, he's proved everyone wrong. He made a statement that he could probably play for another 5 years. It doesn't look like he's slowing down at all either. But this second half of the season, he's unbelievable. So 50,000 points. I said he's 6,000 points ahead of the next closest person. That's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He's not done. So I don't think I think this is a record, some records are made to be broken.
Yeah.
I don't think this one will be broken.
I mean, you have to play a long time. You have to play a long time at a very high level to even approach these numbers. I mean, we mentioned Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They both had long, illustrious careers, including a lot of playoffs.
Yes.
And still weren't able to do it. But LeBron James, at 40 years old, still doing incredible things.
Yeah, and he probably has another year or 2 left. We haven't seen the farewell tour yet.
Yep. Looking for a 7th straight win, the Lakers. They host the Knicks on Thursday. Then they go on a 4-game road trip to Boston, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and Denver, who they're battling for the 2 spot behind Oklahoma City. The Lakers making a charge right now.
That's a really good strength of schedule. That's a good test to figure out where you are. I like that strength. They've been winning a lot of games lately, but I want to see where they match up against those teams. If they continue they figured out. Nobody thought that Luka and Brown will work together so far right now, but if they can beat those teams or come, above 500 on the road, that's a pretty good statement of, being one of the teams that is in contention right now.
Yep. Before the Knicks come to L.A. here on Thursday, they host
Of the 15 assists, several of them were either for wide-open dunks or wide-open layups or completely wide-open threes. I know that you're just kind of playing the game, but how cognizant are you of trying to make the look that much easier, of sort of trying to create the space and knowing the percentages of it and how much of it is just natural flow of the game?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, like you said, reading the game and natural. I've been playing against blitzers a long time, so I kind of know what to expect. And it's different teams, Some teams, the low man is early, some teams not. Some teams give corners, some teams not. So just going through scouting and then pick up them.
These things the games have obviously been going pretty well. The win streak continues and the baskets are coming. What are the things that you're still looking towards as to kind of just even get better, kind of to reach the ceiling that you're trying to get to?
A lot. I think I gotta drive more. I'm still getting that rhythm. But at the end of the day, it's about winning games, and we're doing that now, and we can't relax at all.
Luka, you fed LeBron for the 3 that allowed him to get over 50,000 points. Have you thought about the opportunity here, not just to play winning basketball with this team, but to be a part of history, and certainly LeBron's history as you guys team up together?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Watching him do this stuff at this age, it's just unbelievable. Like 50K points, I can't even explain how insane that is. And he might get to 70K, you never know.
Luka, JJ said that there's like a non-cadence to the way you play, right? Like with a lot of guys, there's a really quick rhythm, but you're a little less conventional in that way. Have you seen your teammates start to get more comfortable? I saw a big smile on your face in the last game when Vando had like a baseline cut and you found him for a lob. Today, kind of that same look when Trey set the Gortat screen for you. Are you starting to see kind of these moments where guys are adjusting to the way that you play?
Yeah, I think it's getting better and better. You saw the Gortat screen. I told him last game, if you do that, it's going to be open layer for me. So he was unselfish and did that. Also, when I talk about cutting the baseline. And it's about talking about things, what things I like, what things they like, and what's going to make it easier to win.
JJ's talked about it. I'll ask you about it, the blackout moments. You had moments where you were, I think, skipping after making a few threes early in the first quarter. More joy than the screaming that I guess you used to do. What are those moments like for you? As you know, you've told us you're making way back. What are those moments like for you where you were able to get that rhythm, get the feel for the game back with each passing game?
I mean, it's great moments. I obviously got to work on my celebration because when I hit, I don't know what to do. I just start skipping. I don't know. But those moments, those are the greatest moments I can feel in basketball. And just you feel good, and there's nothing better than that.
Luka, Jackson had 19 points. A lot of them came off lobs from you. Just kind of what do you make of his play recently, especially with him kind of being a lob threat along that baseline there?
Yeah, it's good. You see at the first couple games, we still had to get the feel for each other, where he's going to be, and I think that's getting better. And he's really good at reading those situations. If the guy behind me, when he says the screen goes over, he slips that, and he's fast for a center, so he gets the open looks.
Luka, you had 17 in the first quarter, most you've had this season in any quarter. But my question is, off the court stuff, as you get comfortable with the city, with your home environment, with your calf healing, how does that translate, that comfortability off the court, translate to what you're able to do on the court here with these guys?
Yeah, I mean, off court for me is not as important, but it's close. If things are good off court, then you proceed to be great on court. You don't have things to think about. I'm just getting to know the city. I gotta say, traffic's crazy, but other than that, it's amazing.
Last one.
Luka, what's one thing that you've learned about LeBron since you've joined the team that you didn't maybe know about him, whether it's on or off the court as a teammate?
Nothing new, honestly. I mean, the way he works, the way he takes care of his body. That's why he's playing now at this level. So I don't think nothing new, but just overall being next to him and experience that situation is a learning process for me.
Thanks.
Still to come, we'll hear from.
Hello, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn mọi người làm một chú cá màu tím nha. Mọi người cùng bắt tay vào làm với mình nha. Đây là những dụng cụ mình đã chuẩn bị để mình làm nhé mọi người. Mọi người cùng bắt tay vào làm với mình nha.